at number 2 on my fantasy playlist, up 5 from number 7. Might have put this up to number 1 officially. Fantasy playlist of October 26, 1996. A very cute, sexy, coy record. Merril Bainbridge, or maybe it's Bainbridge, Bainbridge, Bainbridge. I'll pronounce this Bainbridge with mouth at number 2, a one-hit wonder. She is from Australia. She was successful in Australia before she had that hit over here in the States. That one album she had was Garden. She might have had some albums after that, but Garden was her breakthrough album. But that I'll get into that in just a minute. She started performing when she was very young, about 9 or 10 years old. You won't believe what happened. There was a carnival that came to town. They held a talent. The carnival was holding a talent contest. Merrill's sisters, well, they sort of ganged up on her. They said, "You've got to participate in this talent contest. If you want to show off your singing abilities, this is the place to do it. Because we want some free carnival tickets." That was first prize, free carnival tickets. And Merrill, well, she participated. She did the talent contest. She made it in third place. She got third place, and she got $20 worth of carnival tickets, which is a pretty sweet consolation prize. For about 6 years, she performed in various bands in Australia. She did some studio time. She hooked up with a producer who helped develop her confidence in her singing ability and her songwriting, and kind of navigated her through the music business. She got a deal with Gotham Records. What she did was she sent a tape of her singing, just a tape of her guitar and her voice, and that was enough for the executives of Gotham Records. They said, "Let's sign her." And it turned out to be lucrative. Mouth was the first single. Fall of 1994, they released Mouth, but it got lost in the Christmas shuffle. The record company had to re-release Mouth, and they did it in February of 1995. And guess what? It soon to number 1. It stayed at number 1 for 6 weeks in Australia. Her follow-up to that was called Under the Water, which was about a lover who drowned. That went to number 4 in Australia. She had another one in Australia that went to number 21, and then she might have had another one after that. The American record company started to take notice, and they got the rights to her album. One of them did. They might have signed her up. Universal Music picked up Merril Bainbridge, and they released Mouth over here in the States in the summer of 1996. Mouth debuted at number 67 on Billboard's Hot 100. In about 12 weeks, it went to number 4. So glad this was, because there's been a lot of great songs that just never made it here in the States that came out overseas. So this is one of the rare records, a fantastic record from overseas, whether it's from Australia or Germany or England, that actually made it over here in the States. So kudos for that. Merril Bainbridge, or Bainbridge with Mouth, at number 2 on my fantasy playlist, October 26, 1996.